All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are talking about Romero warning Gervonta Davis about Ryan Garcia, and also saying that he wants a rematch and a bunch of other very Rolly-ish type of stuff. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we are in the lightweight division again, and Romero is back at it, entertaining the boxing fans with a bunch of chicanery, to say the least. Talks about Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney, and his place, also Rolly's place in the lightweight division. Hey man, the guy, if nothing else, he's definitely worth talking about. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a regular subscriber, a longtime subscriber, thank you so much for your support on the channel. And if you are a new subscriber or new viewer and it's your first time, or you've not subscribed to the channel and seen previous videos, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos, which we do on a daily basis in the video form and in the live stream format. Always a really good boxing conversation to be had, even when there's down times in boxing and we're not necessarily having all of the great fights that we want to have, which I think is the case this weekend, as the only real fights that were taking place were Edgar Berlanga, and I do believe that the other card involved Jaime Munguia. Both fights not that entertaining, so it is what it is. But never let it be said that Romero is not out there to entertain you, because he dang sure is. Now, he was interviewed, I do believe it was after the Berlanga fight, and he was talking about Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, a little bit of background, if you're not familiar with who Romero is just is a lightweight contender who just lost by knockout. Do believe it was a 6-round knockout to Gervonta Davis for the WBA regular title. And he gave his insight on what he thought about Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, and not to disappoint, his prediction was kind of wild, because he says that Ryan Garcia has the ability to knock out Gervonta Davis. Ryan Garcia can knock out Gervonta Davis. And that Gervonta has the ability to knock out Ryan too. However, when it came to the fight between Rolly and Gervonta, that Gervonta only knocked him out because it was a lucky punch. Now, he also said very, very entertainingly that, he is going to be back. He's going to be back soon. And that he is a superstar in boxing, that he sold the fight in the Barclays Center. He sold the pay-per-views and were the reason that people were entertained and wanted to see the fight between him and Gervonta. And then leaned into Devin Haney and said that he believed Devin Haney was trash. But just all kind of humor, man. But just to hear him talk about that stuff, to address what he says, first and foremost, man, that dude, I think he may still be concussed, right? That's the least I can say. Because if somebody thinks Ryan Garcia is going to knock out Gervonta Davis, man, stop it. Ryan Garcia, and I'm going to tell you, man, I'm looking forward to this fight that Ryan has coming up against Javier Fortuna. Because even though Javier Fortuna lost in his last big fight against Jojo Diaz, Javier Fortuna is a very wily character. Definitely, a fighter that is not easy to beat. And we know that what Ryan is looking forward to is looking, for the knockout. if Javier Fortuna can keep him off balance and be awkward and grab him, maybe a difficult for Ryan to get for Ryan to actually knock out and get up out of there. As far as Ryan beating him, though, I'm 99.9% sure that he will. However, after that, if they're talking about trying to make the fight with him and Gervonta Davis, look, man. Oscar De La Hoya, basically the way that he talked about the fight pretty much lets you know what he thinks about it, which is that he doesn't think he wants to make that fight. And then that fight would probably be, at this point in time, for Ryan Garcia, about as big a disaster as it was for Rolly Romero. Ryan Garcia is going to get caught with something big by Gervonta, and Gervonta is going to get him out of there. And the reason why I say I know that Oscar De La Hoya is not even serious about making that fight is because of the demands that he made around the fight, saying that, he wants 50-50, 50-50 split, the fight to be both on DAZN and on Showtime. Right there, man, is nothing but a non-starter. You know full well that Gervonta Davis they're not going to split. They're not going to split the purse. They're not going to split the gate, the pay-per-view, or anything else with Ryan Garcia 50-50, much less have Gervonta be available to fight and be shown and selling and trying to sell sponsorships or subscriberships for DAZN, which is pretty much not even a pleasant competitor with HBO. So, man, I don't know what Rolly is seeing over there, man. Rolly is probably just seeing the same stuff that he was seeing with himself, just out there selling himself, talking, saying whatever. Especially when he started talking about Devin Haney and saying that Devin Haney was a trash fighter and pretty much that he beat George Kambosos, and that really doesn't mean anything because George Kambosos pretty much got lucky because Teofimo Lopez was hurt, wasn't able to spar in a month. So, because of his injuries. So, pretty much that's that with Devin Haney. Look, man, Rolly is going to be very, very good at selling wolf tickets. Excellent at selling wolf tickets. If he was as good at fighting, if he was as good at fighting as he was at selling wolf tickets, hey man, that dude may be up there in Canastoicia, when the time comes, standing right next to the guys that he's busy dissing, Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, who honestly, man, along with Short Core Stevenson, look like they're the caliber of people to actually make it into that category. Gervonta Davis, even despite what people say about who he fought, all this and that, I'm telling you, man, that kid definitely looks like he has the ability to get there. If he continues to win and he continues to sell tickets and be a big name fighter like that, he's going to wind up getting in there. But Rolly, man, I can't wait to see Rolly fight again. I'm not sure how many times this act is going to be able to get, how many times he's going to be able to sell this act. But the rematch that he's looking for with Gervonta, like Gervonta said, man, shout out to him. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is, man. I just thought I'd share what Rolly was talking about because Rolly's fun to talk about. But anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.